Hello there. This is Joel.
This is Alex.
Yeah. So we are Synoid, and this is our first tutorial. I'm actually really excited to do this for you guys. Thank you for being awesome followers. So
1,000 followers. Awesome 1,000.
awesome 1,000. Yeah, that sounds about right. So let's get started on the Collosus base that we promised. So we're gonna open up Massive. In this case, we have our Massive open, and we have our preset already loaded. And this is our Collosus base. So to start off, we're using 3 oscillators. The first oscillator we're using is Chrome, and we're using the Foreman of it. So, and this is basically what we have. The intensity is about 9 o'clock, amp just a little bit, like around 3 o'clock, and we have a performer on it, modulating the wavetable position. So, and then we also have carbon, strontium, and just food for thought. We highly enjoy anything that has any relation to the periodic table. Apparently, the makers of Massive just decided that anything that is an element on the periodic table is going to sound amazing for any tear out or heavy ass dubstep.
Fucking nerds.
So yeah, so basically this is the gist of it. We have carbon on full spectrum, intensity all the way up, amp all the way up, LFO on this. The wavetable of carbon is just monstrous. It just has like, wait, give me 1 second. Let me enable this. Yeah, if you just listen to it by itself, it's just monstrous. It just the sound wave that's just preset into carbon. It has a lot of movement and character. Just that's great for this sort of music. Strontium also at, what is that, like 10, 11 o'clock? Okay. And the intensity around 1, amp around here. So, I mean, the amp, you just do to your liking. It's like a pre-mix down before it gets into the filter. And, yeah, I mean, go into the filter.
Modulation.
What, modulations?
Yeah, dude. Fucking modulation.
Which ones?
The modulation oscillator, man.
Oh, that. Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, we have some phasing going on in the second on carbon, which is kind of it will damage your ears a bit. And we decided to go with a manual macro knob onto the phase knob, just so that we can, control the amount of grotesque nature. Yeah, I mean, if we were to solo it, just you can hear the. It gets a lot more nasty with a higher register. So, and then now that we go into the filters.
Man, there's still more.
Why? It's gonna go straight to okay. For noise, we like metallic, since we're kind of a bit metal when it comes to dubstep. You're gonna have your metal here. Yeah, so it's gonna sound pretty great. Metal, white noise, metallic. We've only experimented with those, but you can add your own. But just add a bit of it, just to add a little bit of character to the sound. We're gonna add a bit of feedback and send a little bit to the first filter, just a tad. It's just the bells and whistles of the sound. It's not really, anything major that fully characterizes the sound itself. Afterwards, we're going to move on, I guess, into the inserts. The sine shaper and parabolic shaper are phenomenal. They just add so much character to the sounds. They add true saturation and distortion. As you can see, just, that amount would give you a good amount. So, now we go to the filters?
Do you talk about both the inserts?
Yes.
Fuck it, let me do it.
Okay, here we go.
What's up, everybody? This is Alex. I'm gonna go over the filters and the envelope and the LFO. We would love to show you the performer, but that kind of gives away fucking everything. And then, of course, you probably hear this sound. You're thinking like this isn't exactly the sound in the song. You gotta remember there's a sub bass behind that we EQ'd. We EQ'd the sub out of this sound to then make a separate sub bass, which, if you didn't know, that's pretty much what you should do for dubstep. Also, there's a lot of distortion plugins, EQing, blah 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 blah. I'll just give one because everybody has it anyways. Sausage fattener. Make the sausage angry, always. So let's get started. Filter one, we're going band reject. Band reject. You can copy down all the little knobs here. I'll say it just for whatever. We had an LFO here, but I don't even know why we still have that there. But don't even worry about that. You don't need an LFO on here. So, cutoff is about 10 o'clock, I would say, with the performer, like a little bit down to maybe like 1, 2-ish. Bandwidth is a little bit less than 12 o'clock with the LFO. Of course, you can copy that down. The resonance is like almost dead on at 9 o'clock, I'm pretty sure. Filter 2. By the way, we have both filters all the way up, and we have all the oscillators turned all the way up. Filter 2 is going to be daft, cutoff all the way up, resonance all the way down. So that's that. Envelope, I really don't need to explain this, just, pause the video, if anything, copy these knobs down. It's pretty much basic. Yeah, there shouldn't be anything different from the stock settings anyways. We have a Teletube over here. Oops.
Teletubby.
Yeah, Teletubby. I totally goofed. Dry wet is going to be maybe 1 o'clock, 12:30-ish. Drive is going to be a little tad bit over 12 o'clock. Dimension expander. It's going to be dry wet, 2 o'clock, I would say. That would be 2 o'clock, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like 2 o'clock. Size is going to be like 10:30-ish. And yeah, of course, blah, blah, blah.
10:30? What the fuck?
That is 10:30, man. Fuck. There's 9 right there. Then 10 would be like there. And then that's like 10:30, 11, 12.
Oh, you digress. All right.
Point is, I'm right.
All right.
Okay. Thank you for interrupting me, sir. Low shelf, you can leave where it is because either way you were taking out the low. We boosted it just a bit, maybe like 1 o'clock. Frequency is still the same, and high shelf is still the same, even though usually we might boost the high like a little tiny bit, but again, that's to your own preference. Also down here, make sure the release, we kind of brought up the release a bit.
It's like around 11.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, that would be like 11. And of course here we have LFOs. Alright, now to the LFO. This is what we got. We have a saw.
Yeah, it's a song.
That is a saw. Sorry, Joel's the techie and I'm just the music guy, I guess. So here's a saw wave. We just have it right there in the middle. And here we have a sine wave. I think we moved the sine wave over.
We're not really we're just using the
yeah, either way, we have the curve all the way up to the saw. So we have it at a 1:1 ratio. You can leave it there. We have the amp turned all the way up. And then from there, you click and drag the 5 to, you're going to add it to the wavetable positioning on carbon. You're going to add it to the cutoff and the bandwidth. Oh, no, not the cutoff.
No,
there, that's, I'm sorry. Just the bandwidth. The boost, the frequency on the EQ. Over here you got nothing, and over here you got nothing. And I'm pretty sure that's the rest of the sound. Oh, voicing tab. Let's do that. All right. So for the voicing tab, you're going to have 4 unisons. Polyphonic, always. We turned on the pan positioning because that kind of gives it like a wider sound. The pitch cutoff we turned on and moved just a little bit to the right. Kind of gives it like
detune.
Yeah, like a detuning,
chorus
like
detuning.
Just a little bit of like distortion, kind of, you want to say. Over here we have the pitching changed in the Chrome. We have it negative 0.03 because that, believe it or not, that does add a little bit of something. Carbon, you got a whole octave down. And I pretty much think we covered it. I don't know if we have something on.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah, that's pretty much.
Yeah, don't worry about the pitching up. And if you do this correctly, Well, obviously without the performer, because
If you do this correctly, you should summon the Dark Lord.
Voldemort. If you do this correctly, it should sound something with this sound. Alright guys, so that's pretty much it. We promised you guys this. We want to thank you very much for supporting us, for stroking our metaphoric shaft. Yeah, like honestly, we've both been like busting nuts all over the place every time we get followers and comments and messages. So even if you want to give us a shout out, we love that shit. We try to follow everybody back and get back to everyone because we honestly do believe that fans are like #1 priority when it comes to making music and making it big. We don't want to be another pair of douchebags that don't give a fuck about anyone. So, with that being said, we actually have a new teaser, which we're probably gonna have a link on the video. We're gonna have a link on the video, so look for it. It's probably been like at the bottom of the screen the whole damn time. So yeah, it's called Bow Down. It's a very heavy metal influenced. If you like your face turning to a puddle, then you might want to check it out. Make sure like you have your mom or something around to mop yourself up. And yeah, you got anything to say, Joel?
Yeah, actually I do. Our next tutorial.
Penis.
Yeah. For our next tutorial, it's gonna be based on you guys. We're gonna see what we get the most in, like at least for comments. You know, if there's anything else, I guess you guys want to learn that's signature to our sound. You just let us know. You can email us, comment. I don't know, smoke signals from wherever you guys are at. But yeah. We'd like to help you guys out in your productions as well. And just if you have any further questions, just feel free to reach out to us. So, does that wrap it up?
I don't know. I feel like we need to keep saying stupid shit.
Stupid shit? I don't know, man. I don't know.
Nah, we're good. Yeah, just make sure to check out our teaser of Bow Down. This song, actually, Collosus, is up for free download. Grab it because we might be submitting it to a record label very soon, and we might have to take it down. So yeah.
All right. Thanks a bunch, guys.
Later, dudes.